S&P Global has reaffirmed its BBB credit rating for Tesla. S&P said we expect Tesla to maintain an adequate ratings cushion relative to investment-grade peers in 2024 and 25 amid downward pressure on its historically strong EBITDA margins and cash flows. Alexandra, who previously worked with some of these agencies, says this is still ridiculously too low. We are seeing positive reports from China. FSD beta started in China on April 30th, reportedly according to Tesla customers. So this is great news. And we got this really positive message about FSD. He's doing some testing, and this is good. I'm seriously running out of FSD challenges. FSD V12.3.6 is amazing. FSD has never been able to correctly complete these two maneuvers, causing interventions getting in the wrong lane or worse. I have tried these since the early days of FSD Beta 10, and recently I tested both on FSD supervised 12.3.5 with no luck. But the latest FSD version performed perfectly on both. The progress is amazing even for each of the point releases. Tesla Megafactory in China is supposed to start now. I don't see the construction actually already starting yet. It just says that it should start this month. We got a spectacular update from Tesla. This change has been made over the air with a software update, and men especially will appreciate this greatly.
And I'm going to stick my banana in there. And the banana's intact.
Also, I need to actually say this, otherwise YouTube is going to demonetize this video. Do not stick your banana in there. This was a professional doing it, so do not attempt it at home, no matter the circumstances. And I personally already cannot wait for a comment from Seaver Mark Ryan explaining how shorting Tesla stock can lead to the opposite of what was displayed. Steven just did a poll. When Tesla shareholder votes are tallied, what outcome do you expect? Number one, compensation ratified, or number two, compensation robbed? Most seem to expect that compensation is going to be ratified, but I wouldn't be complacent. We definitely need to vote. If everyone thinks that it is going to be ratified, then people will just not vote, which then could actually make the compensation not be ratified. So don't get complacent if you see a poll with results like this. Vote. AJ points out that to just maintain this gap in China of deliveries, next week Tesla needs to report just 5,900 vehicles. Personally, yesterday I really liked deliveries in China. But we are getting some reports from Europe. It's still a bit early, but we can look. And this is the first month of this quarter. This is Netherlands specifically. Multiple countries are out. Ideally, we would want to be above the previous first month. Or if we are not above that, then we certainly want to be above the previous year, which would be Q2 of 2023. And in Netherlands, we are definitely above that number. In France, which is an important market for Tesla, we are also beating the previous year, but not the previous quarter. Q4 was especially exceptional because there were a lot of government incentives that were ending, so that's why you see a rush here. And then we got Portugal, also below the previous quarter, but above the previous year. And then finally, there's Spain, and again, we are beating the previous year by quite a bit here, but not the previous quarter. So I wouldn't take it as good news or bad news. Officially, Tesla's referral program has just ended, but Elon did say that it will be revamped in a few months. Tesla debuted its new Model 3 Performance in China. How did someone get Tesla Cybertruck into Russia? This is in Moscow. Wow. I think Omar has summed up this week so far well. Monday, yeah, Tesla is taking over the world. FSD in China, everything's perfect. Tuesday, Elon has lost his mind. I heard they are shutting down the supercharger network. The roller coaster of sentiment among the moronic masses is entertaining to watch. I'm a long-term investor, so I just buy and then hold. This is not great for Polestar. It identified certain errors in historical 2021 and 2022 financial statements and is thus unable to file the 20F. If this Polestar chart was a mountain, I would have a lot of fun snowboarding downhill. BYD's revenue and net income dropped off a cliff in Q1 with 30% and 47% declines quarter on quarter respectively. So people are saying Tesla is actually looking strong, exactly what I have been saying before. I track global automakers and it's brutal out there. And there are some major differences between BYD and Tesla. BYD became cash flow negative again in Q1, losing $2.2 billion. Unlike Tesla's capital expenditure, BYD's capex is down year on year. And BYD wasn't spending $1 billion on an NVIDIA computer cluster. Hence, BYD's Q1 cash burn is objectively much worse than Tesla's. So it's not just Tesla having a tough quarter. So apparently, despite BYD's significant 2023 growth, growing from 2.1 vehicles produced to 3.1 million vehicles produced, BYD failed to generate capital efficiencies. So seeing these numbers, is BYD making any profit from BEVs? Because they combined hybrids and BEVs into one, so we don't really know what's going on. That's it for today's video. Make sure to click the like button so that we can make sure that there's no shadow ban on this channel. Here's another video from my other channel showing that it's only getting about half of the views it would normally get because my videos are only shown to about 50% of the regular viewers in the first few days. And then after the first 3 days, it does push it out a little bit more, but because it's no longer news, it's old, no one's interested. So I appreciate everyone clicking the like button. That really helps. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Matt Postius, and I will see you back in tomorrow's episode.